You know what I really hate about society right now? The attention span of everyone is so crazy low nowadays. So here's the thing though. When I look at TikTok videos or videos I can find on like Facebook or whatever, there would be somebody talking on top and there would be a video down below from like a game or something. Because the attention span of people is so low that you need to put something down there so that the person watching the video will pay attention to the person talking. It's like dangling keys in front of like a child, you know? Like you need to pay attention to me. Here's like some dangling keys. I hate how it's actually that type of format that TikTok started where you have to like have like really attention grabbing something. That's the new meta now, and I really hate it. You know why? Because if you would look at if you would look at Facebook, if you look at YouTube right now, right? Here's the problem. If I type in art, all right, this is what comes out. It's a whole bunch of like. I'm sure they're good. I'm sure they're good, but I feel like there is more value in slow art instead of like snappy attention grabbing videos. I'm not actually like bashing on these people because dude, they know how to do it and they know how to like beat the algorithm to their, you know, to whatever it is they do. Like that's how it is now. Even how do you say this? Like the world right now is designed to get an emotion from you. That's why remember back in the day when you would go to the news and it was just the news? Nowadays it was like Justin Bieber threw a banana peel on the floor. Like, what do you think about it? And it's those clickbaity titles that actually they're not news, but they're actually built to actually make you angry and make you interact with it. And it's actually creating a very weird thing where people focus on the wrong things. Like they focus on the things that get them angry. And I can't blame like news outlets for actually doing this as well, because that's what gets them clicks and that's what gets the money. I just don't like how content is now created to get your attention right away. They're mostly shortcuts and conflicting with each other. Yeah, I wouldn't even say TikTok started that. I wouldn't say it goes back to Snapchat to some small degree. I want to know how you guys feel about this because I really hate it. Like, I want to make content. I want to make art, you know? I want to draw. I want to create long contents and talk about how I created this drawing, what inspired me, how I got this pose. But if I create a video that's over like 20 minutes long where I talk about this, it won't get as much traffic as a video about goo being squished in between fingers, because that's what people like to see. Quick content is the name of the game, and I don't like it. People should focus on, I mean, I hope in the future they will actually create content and reward those that create longer content rather than, you know, push them away. I mean, if you can create content that's short and sweet, to the point, and has value, I love it. Nowadays, there's a lot of like videos about like creating miniature stuff. I actually like watching those. But I wish digital art creators will find a way like to like rise above the content, because it's very unfair. There's so many talented artists out there that they just don't have the chance to show off how great they are, because that the world requires them to do a particular thing. Like, could you imagine me if I do like, oh my God, guys, look at this thing. Let's draw something, like sound effects, like, wow, you know, it's I want to create content that I don't know. I don't know how I solve this. Sorry. But Tick, let me read your comments. Sorry. Yeah, that's new. Tabloids are selling emotion triggers as news for decades. Yeah, much more so now because of the internet and how news is like distributed. Like for example, I look at like pictures of like tigers and there's always news beside it that gets tries to get your attention. There is a lot of good content out there for sure, but it's being bombarded by smaller content, bite-sized content, because that's what works now. I think I just need to talk about this because it's like the elephant in the room, man. It's there. You could be like, if you're drawing this, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, that's basically how it is. Nowadays, if you're an artist, you gotta have a personality. That's the name of the game. That's what I hate though. I wish artists would just be artists and not like social media personalities. Because being an artist is hard enough, man. A lot of things are required from us that we don't need to do it, but we have to in order to survive. Because if you want to be an artist, man, you got to play the social media game, and the social media game is super toxic. You got to do things you don't want to do, man, but that's how it is. Speed paint is attention grabbing though. When was the last time you guys watched the speed paint for real? Isn't that kind of the Twitch is a longer format art creation collection? That's why I kind of like Twitch, even though they take 50% from like creators. Yeah, Twitch allows people like me to speak their mind slowly, and I don't need to like put it in a 15-second video content. That's why I stream for 6 hours. We talk about longer content. We throw questions around and we talk like normal human beings, man, and that's what I miss. To be honest, I would not give an internet artist a full commitment job because they have to keep spending at least half their work week on social media. I have no use for something like that in the workplace. Yep. That's true. I think I might fall in the category of social media artist, though, which actually prevents me from doing jobs for real. Last time I watched a speed paint was Norasoko lunch art process on YouTube. Okay. It's hard out there, man. I hope in the future there will be a change in the tides. You know how Vine like was such a big thing and now it's not anymore? Maybe that's going to happen to TikTok in the future. I've heard news that TikTok is going to be banned in certain countries though. Well, here's the thing though. I just wish and I just hope that in the future things are going to be easier for you guys to make some money off of art, because it's hard enough being an artist out there. We got AI to worry about. We got so many things to worry about. How are we ever going to create money? But hang in there. All right, we're going to solve this. Don't know how. Don't know where we're going, but at least we have each other.